I'd like to welcome you to this evening's Candidates Forum, School Board Candidates Forum. My name is Brooke Brigance. I'm the Executive Director of the Alameda Education Foundation. This forum is being co-hosted by AEF and Pam Chang, representing the PTA Council of Alameda. We have a slightly different format from other forums that you'll see around town. What we have done here, first of all, is we've opened up questions to the public through the PTAs, through the AEF newsletter, etc. And we gathered those questions together that we received, and then we took a representative committee made up of members of AEF and or the PTA Council, or PTA members, and that committee reviewed those questions and chose 12 that they felt sort of really spoke to the issues that the community of Alameda wanted to hear the candidates speak to. So the format, again, slightly different. What will happen is our moderator, Rob Sultanen, will ask each candidate a question. Candidate A, for instance, will be asked a question. He or she will have 2 minutes to respond to that question. Mr. Sultanen will then offer a follow-up question, having listened to their response. After that time, and that 4 minutes, each one of the remaining candidates will be given a minute to rebut what that candidate has said. They can speak to that person's comments directly, or they can simply speak to the issue. It's their choice. But they have a minute to respond to that question. We will do 3 rounds of this. Each candidate is offered a 1-minute introductory statement and a 2-minute closing statement. We have leadership students from Encinal and Alameda High doing the timing. And AUSD, great, good. And when 30 seconds, when they are to the 30-second mark, where they have 30 seconds left in their time, a yellow card will go up to warn the candidates of that. And then when their time is up, a red card will be held up. So you'll be seeing those cards, you know, the students holding those cards up. We are also taping this event this evening, and we'll be making it available on the AEF website. So if you know people who are interested in hearing the candidates speak, but they were unable to attend this evening, they'll be able to watch it online, okay? I believe we've drawn for order. And Rob, are you ready? Candidates, are you ready and comfortable?
Ready.
Hey, I've seen the questions. You shouldn't get too comfy. There's some tough ones in there. The community, one of the things that I wanted to say, I was thinking about this on the car ride over. There's been a lot in the news about the economy, right? And the AP just reported this past week that the $700 billion buyout is actually $175 billion more than the national government, all state governments, and all local school districts have given to public education in total. So to say that our schools are not being well funded is a gross understatement. And so what these folks say here tonight is important because it has to do with our children, our schools, and it has to do with facing some very complex issues. I highly respect each one of these people for agreeing to be here tonight. These questions are not easy, the times are not easy, and I would ask that we all respect them as well, and their responses as well. So without further ado, Trish, you were the first candidate, so you get to make your first statement.
You want to sit down?
It's up to you. Sure. And here we go.
Good evening. First of all, I want to thank AEF and PTA for holding this event. I want to thank all of you for attending and for submitting your questions. And I wanted to say right from the top, if you have a question that isn't being answered tonight, feel free to email me. I have a website, www.votetrish.com. You can email me, trishspencer@alamedanet.net. And right now we only have, I think I have a minute to speak, so this will be relatively brief. People have asked me, why do I want to be on the board? I'm going to say first because I've been a parent. I've had 4 kids in the district. I've had 2 with special needs. I've been a substitute teacher in almost every school here. I know the school district from inside. And then as a PTA Council President, many of you have seen me throughout the community the last 2 years serving as PTA Council President, raising funds, Save Our Music, garden grants, going to Sacramento, trying to increase funds. Thanks so much.
So I hope what we talked about tonight is leadership. I believe that we must have a board that has a vision for our schools, not individual disconnected plans, but a cohesive, exciting, bold plan that will allow all to understand our visions and our goals. And I'm going to work to build such a plan if elected to the board. While certainly the superintendent is the CEO, I believe the board must be engaged in the ones that are determining the direction of our schools. So I also have a website. You can go and see what I have there, but pretty succinctly I'm trying to say that I believe we need a master plan that all can look to for the direction and measurement of our schools, and that all the major decisions we make will follow that. So I hope working together we'll be able to have the schools we want, and for dedicated, passionate, and experienced community leadership, I hope you vote for me.
Good evening. Good evening. First of all, again, thank you, and my thanks to PTA Council and AEF, and especially to all of you for showing up tonight. 1 or 2 ball games going on tonight, 1 or 2 other things. So thank you for taking the time to come out and showing that you feel that this is important. My name is David Forbes. I have 4 children in the district. My wife works for AUSD. I've been involved in public education for almost 10 years now. Started when my eldest daughter went to kindergarten and started getting involved at Edison School, started going to PTA meetings, got asked to be the president, was first male PTA president at Edison School and broke the glass ceiling there. I had the benefit of not being steeped in tradition, and so is that a stop sign I'm getting? Is that, okay, well I guess I'll finish up later.
Good evening, my name is Neil Tam. I recently retired from Washington School as principal. I served 38 years in the school district, raising 2 kids, graduated from Esna High School with a teacher and administrator. I understand the inner workings of the district as an administrator, and I know the problem of the past administration. As a principal, I was always transparent, always available to the community as well as the parents, and was able to build a positive relationship. As a school board member, I would do the same. Thank you.
I'm not sure how this mic's going to work. My name is Rob Siltanen. I'm an AUSD parent. I'm a member of the PTA Council representing Payton School, and I'm a teacher here at Alameda High School. In the spirit of thanking everyone, I want to thank the people on the stage most of all, because what you do is very important, and putting yourself out on the public stage is difficult and challenging, and I appreciate all the sacrifices that you're making, not just tonight, but all of the work that you do for the district. Brooke made a reference to the questions being tough, and I think they're tough but fair, and they're not tough for the sake of being tough. They're tough because we have difficult days ahead of us. And I think the committee that I was a member of got a good cross-section of issues we're going to be facing in the coming years. The format, just again for the audience to clarify, the candidates are used to 2-minute responses in their previous forums or fora, and tonight they have longer to answer and less time to reply, so I know the timekeepers will be strict, but cut them a little slack at the beginning, maybe. The order of the questions was set in advance of tonight, and there was a random drawing of the candidates, so none of the questions is targeted at a specific candidate. So there is a lot of luck of the draw involved. The questions have not been shared or cleared with anyone outside of the committee that reviewed the questions. The follow-up questions I'll ask will be on the same topic as the question initially. And lastly, I want to quote my mentor, Gwen Eiffel, and tell the audience here to remain very polite, not to cheer, applaud, and to have no untoward outbursts. Except right now, as we welcome again our candidates. Thank you.